Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be looking at my Facebook Marketplace latest purchase, which is a Chrysler 727 Trans. The reason I bought this was because my 66 Chrysler New Yorker with a 440 and 727 transmission actually went bad after about 5 months of beating the hell out of it. It actually broke, luckily, right in front of my house, in my driveway. So I took it out. Here's the case right here. By the way, I made my own mount so I can mount it on my engine stand so it's easy to work on instead of on a table. This is small thread you can buy from Home Depot or Lowe's. This is some angle iron that a buddy of mine gave me. And if any of you guys know me, I don't throw anything out, so I had this laying around. Angle iron is always good to have. You can make things with it. So basically, it mounts up to the two bolts right here, and that's it. All right. So the reason why I had to buy another transmission just for the case is because this right here is called the sprag, rear sprag, and this is like a one-way clutch. And Chryslers are known for this thing breaking and blowing up and shrapnel coming through the floor of the cars, because the drum blows up as well, because it runs at I believe two times the speed of the input. So if you're at 6,000 RPM, it's 12,000 RPM, and all that mass rotating will do some damage. So anyway, that's not why mine broke. I'm not exactly sure why it broke, but I can tell you some things that whoever rebuilt this transmission last time did wrong. I'll tell you the first thing they did wrong. And I'm not really a transmission guy, but this is simple. So this is the sprag, goes right there. Normally it's press fit and you don't have to bolt it up. That's the way it comes from the factory. However, somebody rebuilt this transmission and they upgraded a bunch of stuff. And what they did was, instead of bolting it in like it was, because or like it should have been, this is the aftermarket, that's why it's got all these screws. So they didn't bolt it up, and what happened was, when they go bad, they actually spin. This is supposed to stay still, and it has little like bearings in here that lock, and they only allow it to go one way, only spin one way. So what happens is this will strip and it'll spin, which it's not supposed to do, or it'll spin like that and it'll do like it did with my transmission, which is, look at that. This is the actual case. There's no fixing that. I mean, you could probably fix it if you had if you weld it, MIG weld it, or TIG, or whatever they use for aluminum, which I have the machine, but I don't have any gas, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to that. One day I'll eventually get everything to do it, but at this point it's cheaper just to buy a whole case. They're not that expensive. So anyway, this goes here, and what you're supposed to do is bolt it in. 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. You bolt that in, and that damage would have never happened. So this is a weak point on the Chrysler 727s. All right. So here's the pump, the valve body. This transmission has 4 pinion planetary, both front and back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of them have 3. I bought another transmission for the case. That one may have 3 or 4. I'm not sure. We'll take it apart and find out. So everything inside here is still good. And I'm going to reuse it. I'm just probably going to buy seals and put it back together. This band don't look too bad. I might buy a new one. I'm not sure. Because it was rebuilt not too long ago. This one don't look too bad either. I'm not sure. I'm going to see. I'm trying to save some money here. So this is the sprag. This has a bunch of pieces. Like I said, this is a one-way clutch. And there you go. The way this works is, this is in the back of the transmission. This actually rotates with the drum, spins, but these little bearings make it so it only spins one way. Can't spin both, can't go back like that. All right. And what happens is, when they blow up, these these can strip and they can go like that. On this one, what happened was not only did it do that, and the rollers got stuck, and when the rollers got stuck, it actually spun this and it broke the case as well. But the only reason it did that is because whoever built the transmission last time didn't bolt it up. If it would have bolted up, that would have never happened, and I wouldn't be taking the transmission apart. Well, I would have, because it needed to be, going over with new seals and whatnot. All right, so let's see how you identify 727 transmissions. So on the rail, on the pan rail, you're going to see numbers 2892092. You could download this off of Google. You can Google this and download it. This will identify all the different cases for 727s to make sure you get the right one, or one that can work. So this one is 2892092. 2892092. That corresponds to a 69 Chrysler 400, 350 horsepower, a Dodge 440, 69, 350 horsepower, Imperial 69, 69 Plymouth 440, which is the 350 horsepower. I was going to buy a case yesterday from a guy before I bought the training for $80. He had this case. This was from a 69 440, 375 horsepower, and also 383. So anyway, what I just found out right now was the guy that sold me this gave me the wrong number. But I'm happy he did that. You know why? Because this is exactly the same case that one is. So I lucked out either way. 2892092. 289092. Exactly the same case. So the number he sent me yesterday was a different transmission, but it looked the same because he had another one. So it turns out that's exactly the same case. So that's perfect, because I could actually, if this transmission was any good, I could put my torque converter on there and slap it in the car. The problem is, flipped it over, and there's water coming out. That means inside's probably all corroded or whatever. It doesn't matter, because I'm gonna put everything from my training in this one anyway.
Looks
but
like the pan's leaking at one point.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. But the guy told me that it was a good training. He bought it with a 383 car, and the reverse was slipping, but it had drive, because he said he did a burnout in his driveway. He's like, look, I took it out because I put one in with the manual valve body, which he was trying to sell me. I'm like, I don't need a manual valve body in my 440 New Yorker. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one off the engine stand, and we're going to take and put that one on and tear it apart step by step. So I'm not a transmission guy, just to let you know. I'm learning as I go, and I've learned a lot of things so far. So everything you see here, take it with a grain of salt, because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. But it's going to run when I'm done, one way or another. All right, so stick with me, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes once I put it on the engine stand. All right, let's take the pan off and see what we get. What do you think is going to be under there? We'll find out. Could be a surprise. Oh, what the heck? Is this battery dead? It's full. I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Somebody went crazy with silicone. A lot of damn silicone. Here's the magic moment. Let me get a screwdriver. Where's my screwdriver at? As you can see, I'm well organized. Yeah, I only need the case anyway, but. Alright, there you have it. Yeah, this wasn't going to run. Let's see what once we take it apart, let's see what it looks like. Alright, give me, I think that's a 7/16. Where's my rag at? For the small ratchet. Small one, left hand side. Left hand side. Actually, you know what? I gotta take this off. This is for the kick down. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna bolt it up before I try to spin it. Doesn't have any bolts in it. I couldn't put those on with the thing in the way. All right, what did I do with the bolts? Telling you, lose my head if it wasn't attached to my shoulders. There we go. Tighten that one up. Alright, I'm going to take this leader off. Not this thing.
Please charge it in time.
Guess what? My head camera's going dead, so we're gonna have to do the rest with the phone. Put this back. Always put bolts and nuts back where they belong so I don't lose them. They don't get mixed up. Makes things a lot easier. Goes there. That goes there. All right. We're going to switch to the phone camera because my battery's dying. Now, Don't worry, I'll
Go.
you on?
Yeah.
All right, let's take the valve body off. See what's under there. All right, that's the valve body. Take a look. She milky. She milky. All right. Over here. Yeah, look at that. It's all rusted out. Actually, no, that's just milky.
That's water right there now.
Yeah, I mean, it don't look too bad. All right, let's take the tail shaft off. Do that. Let me get a screwdriver. This has to come off because there's a snap ring in there. Tap it so it'll break it loose, hopefully. There you go. Got my cameraman filming because my head camera went dead and charged. All right. Inside here, you got a snap ring. See it? Oh, you know what? Got to take the speedometer gear out first. That's right. Should be half inch. Speedometer gear. Forgot about that. Speedometer gear. Now let's try this again. Snap ring, expand it. Come on. There you go. You can actually use a piece, a set of long nose pliers too. All right, see the snap ring? Has to be expanded before you can take it off. Got to take the speedometer gear off too. All right. Don't look bad. It's not that bad. A little bit of water. All right, now we're going to go around the front. We're going to pull the pop off. Alright, so to take the pump off, use a slide hammer. This is a body hammer for pulling dents. I welded a nut on it and a piece of all thread. Made my own tool. And what you're going to do with this is there's a threaded hole. This one right here. That hole's threaded. Take a picture, take a video of the whole thing. Alright, you see? Pump should come out. A little bolts on the deal. There we go. Alright, take this out. Come on. Alright, that's the pump. Wow, that looks good. There's rust inside there, but the bushings look good. Don't look too bad. Alright. All this stuff, actually, you know what? I gotta loosen the band up. Come around this side. You gotta loosen this band right here. Take this nut off. Loosen the band up so you can pull this up. These two struts have to come out. Let's see. Get the right size socket or wrench so I don't strip it. Okay, grab that for me. All right, what you're going to do is just, you don't have to take it completely off. Come around here. Up here. What that's doing is it's loosening this band up. So you loosen it, tighten it. Alright. And these are going to pop out. That's the band right there. Pull the band out. It's actually, man, it's not bad. Band is in good shape. Still has some meat on it. Alright. Let's pull right out. And that's all your clutches, your bushing. See inside there? Mm-hmm. I had to pop this ring out. Look at the clutches. Alright, more clutches, this little bushing, washer rather, goes right here. So, alright, actually don't look too bad in here. I think this looks better than now you got a clip inside there that has to come out. Seat clip. Wow, this has 4 pinion. Okay, wow, this might be better than mine. Than the other tranny. This one, boy, just need to get cleaned up, put back together. I'll pinch my finger. Okay, this was a good deal so far. Alright. When it comes out, there's a bushing. It's right there, like this. Wow.
It's good shape.
Looks good. Yeah.
You still gotta see if the back is cracked though. With the other one.
I don't think so. The way this looks, it's great.
It's got some stuff inside there though. See? Front.
I'm not worried about that. That'll clean up. Drum. Yeah. Wow. This one's in better shape than the other one. I think I'm going to reuse all this stuff. Wow, this thing is nice. It's clean. I think this would have, if you would have flushed it, if I would have flushed it, this would have probably ran. I don't know why it's somebody's tooth. Look, it looks like a tooth. Holy shit. No, it's a nut. Right? Mm-hmm. All right. Not bad. Yeah. All right. All right, now we got to come back here. We have to take the rear shaft out. Everything looks good. A little bit of rust, but that'll come out. Bearing is good. Shaft is good. Splines are good. Everything's good so far. All right. Everything's good. Let's look inside. Come around the side. The other side. Other side. Come around the front. Well, here you go. Look at this. Is that a peanut? Yeah, it's a peanut.
It's probably squirrels.
Somebody dropped actual peanuts in there. And this band looks good too. This band. Okay. Man, looks good. Still good. And
much better shape.
Look at that. Now, when I showed you the earlier teardown video of the other transmission, not the teardown, but what actually went bad, and I'll show you in a minute. This is a one-way clutch. It's called a sprag. And see how all these pieces are together? They're not busted, and they're all in place. Look at that. Not busted. This is a great deal.
Why didn't you take it out?
Paid $125 for it. Now everything's gonna come out and be clean. So this right here rides on this. This goes right back there. And if you watch, it only works in one direction. Right? It only goes that way. It stops right there. All right. So we took everything apart. The case is in great shape. The train is in great shape. Honestly, it really just needs to be cleaned up and put back together. New seals. I think the clutches are fine. I'm going to pull them out just to check and replace them anyway because they're cheap enough. But this case is in great shape. Again, that's where mine busted at, the rear sprag. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's not supposed to look like this in pieces. It's not supposed to look like that. It's not supposed to look like this. And that's what this actually cracked too. Now I'm gonna show you the difference as well. If you look at this one, this has bolt holes because this is an aftermarket sprag that it's actually original one that aftermarket companies drill them so they're bolt in. All right. Now this one you can't really see it. Where's it at? There's a crack in here somewhere. Here it goes, right here. See that? It's cracked. So I can't reuse it. It's no good. This is the race. The race is fine. The bearings are actually fine too, the rollers. But I don't screw around with old stuff. All right, so let's look at the difference between this transmission with the stock original rear sprag. It doesn't have any screw holes, or bolt holes rather, so you can bolt it up, whereas this one does. So they're both factory pieces. The difference is the aftermarket company, what they do is they drill the holes and they sell them, they resell them. And that rear sprag is only bolted in. Not bolted in, rather. It's only pressed in. So what happens is high horsepower cars or heavy cars, this will spin and it'll strip in the case. And when it strips, a lot of times what it'll do is it'll break the case as well. Like over here, this is my case again. Let's take a look at it. So see how the case is busted? It's no good. Can't do anything with it. It'll spin. And that's exactly what happened. Case is busted. You could probably weld that. I'm not going through all that stuff. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm probably going to take and buy another one or send mine out to get drilled out. I may give it a shot at drilling it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might not. But what you want to do, so this doesn't happen, is you want to buy what's called a bolt and sprag. You got to send your old one in. They'll take and exchange it with one that's already drilled. And what happens when you drill it? When you drill it and you tap it, you bolt it from this side with 4 bolt holes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And once you do that, that failure point in the 727s is pretty much eliminated. So this bolts like this. So once it's bolted from the inside, it's not going to spin. You don't have to rely on these little teeth anymore because it's bolted in place. It'll be a lot sturdier. So that was like a design flaw for that Chrysler did, but the aftermarket came up with a fix for it. So that's what I'm going to do. But right now, at this point, this transmission for $125 was a steal. It's exactly the same case, the same case number as the one I took out. Even though my car is a 66, it has a different transmission. Somebody had already changed it. All right. So stay tuned. I'll be making another video when I buy the rest of the parts to put it back together. And I'll show you piece by piece, step by step. And here's the thing. I've never done a 727 before, so keep an eye of what I'm doing. If I'm doing something wrong, if you're a transmission guy, leave a comment. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, to be honest with you. I'm learning as I go along. But these seem to be very simple transmissions. All right, guys, check out my other videos, and peace.